guys, it's Shelby and welcome to Earth Day 2020 from inside my home. This is the weirdest Earth Day definitely that I've ever been a part of, and did you know actually that today is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day being created, which just seems so strange that we can't all gather for Earth Day like I have been for the past several years. We always go to the Earth Day events where all the eco organizations and businesses come out and we get to gamble and we get to gamble.
I meant mingle.
Year before that was the climate march, so we got to participate in that on Earth Day. I've never spent an Earth Day completely just inside doing absolutely nothing for the earth. But I guess I shouldn't say that because today we're going to be talking about some ways to celebrate Earth Day if you're just having to stay at your home, which most people around the earth are. That doesn't mean we can't appreciate Earth, right? So I have a few different ideas, hopefully some that you haven't considered, some of them maybe you have, but I just thought because of the situation that we are all collectively in, I would talk about some ideas I have for us to celebrate Earth Day even though we have to stay indoors. So we're gonna get into what you can do from your home to celebrate Mama Earth, but before we do, I wanna give a big thank you to Tentree for partnering with me on this video, and it's a really interesting partnership. We're not going to be talking about products, hint there, and I very much appreciate them partnering with me on this video on this very special day, which is Earth Day. So we'll talk about them in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and get into the things you can do to celebrate from indoors. The first thing I thought about doing is DIYing a celebratory t-shirt, okay? I've always been really interested in taking secondhand clothing and customizing it in a way that has like an environmental message, because you see a lot of brands out there greenwashing a lot of the times, some of them making clothes from eco-friendly materials, but either way I think the more fun thing to do would be to DIY a cute little Earth Day shirt for yourself. And a lot of you know I've been talking so much about embroidery recently. I decided that this week I am going to take the time on Earth Day to try and embroider my first t-shirt with the quote that we all know and love from my videos: you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. So as you're watching this, hopefully if I let myself have a break to just enjoy embroidering, that is what I will be doing right now as you're watching this. So you can go check out my Instagram feed to see if I'm actually doing that, if I was able to get a hold of this embroidery stuff from this woman on Facebook, and if I'm actually giving myself a break on Earth Day to just celebrate Mama Earth. So just some other ideas to get your brain going. A couple years ago, I tried to DIY tie-dye a shirt with only plant materials. So if you guys didn't know, you can use plants to dye clothing. It was a very fun thing to try to do. I did not succeed at it because I was kind of in a hurry about making it. But if any of you make something like that, definitely please tag me in your Instagram story or on your Instagram feed. I would love to see it. But yes, let's take a trip back to the elementary days, make a shirt to celebrate what we're doing all on this collective day. Make sure it's a shirt that you can wear on days other than just Earth Day, so it's not like single use. But surely you have some shirt lying around that you can make cuter by putting some sort of environmentally friendly message on it. Like I said, if you do, let me know on this social media and I'll probably share it on my Instagram story. Another way we can celebrate Earth Day from home is by supporting small and eco businesses. Now, I did not want my Earth Day post to be about consuming for the sake of consuming, because obviously that is not great for the planet. So when Tentree reached out to me and said they wanted to work with me for Earth Day, I told them I'm not interested in talking about products on Earth Day specifically. I don't think that is the most effective way to communicate what Earth Day represents, which is why I was so excited when Tentree told me that their Earth Day campaign has nothing to do with products, and I was like, okay, I'm on board. But if you guys don't know, Tentree is a sustainable business I've been talking about for years. I've been wearing their items for years. You've seen me purchase them in sustainable clothing hauls, and you've seen me buy other accessory items from them as well. And you might know what they do by just their name, but they plant 10 trees for every single item purchased. To date, they've planted over 42 million trees, which is just mind-blowing, and they're not stopping anytime soon. So for their Earth Week campaign, they came up with something super cute, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So what Tentree has done is come up with something called Go Climate Plus, and their stance on this is that just going climate neutral is not quite enough. They want us to be able to do more, and they've created a solution for us to do that. So obviously, they plant a ton of trees over at Tentree, but because Tentree already plants so many trees, they've got a really great system down where with each item you purchase, they give you a little tag where you can track down exactly where the trees that you are personally responsible for are being planted. Their transparency on their website is super helpful, and that's something I always look for in a company to determine if they are eco-friendly, sustainable, or not. So basically, since they figured out all that stuff about tree planting, they came over and they created Go Climate Plus. And this is a platform where you can offset so many things about your life. And honestly, just by going to this page, you can learn a lot about what a carbon footprint is for given daily activities or items. You can offset something with this new feature of tentree, something as small as a flight. I think that's how a lot of us think of carbon offsetting, because flying creates a huge greenhouse footprint. So it is something that is commonly thought of as needing to be offset. So you can offset something as simple as a flight with tentree's new system, or you can offset something as interesting as binge watching sesh. So if you guys didn't know, actually the internet does create a large carbon footprint as well. I personally think the internet does a lot, like a lot more good than it does harm, considering it is the only way to get the information that you and I both know about sustainability out to everyone. I personally will never advocate for limiting your ability to learn new things on the internet or connect with humans. It's just not ever gonna be me. But I think it's really fun that tentree has created a way to mitigate those emissions by just purchasing a simple binge watch offset. And obviously during quarantine times, that's very helpful. So I am very excited about this whole system that tentree has come up with, and I'm going to have it linked below for you. And I also am just a big fan of tentree in general. I'm not going to tell you, you need to go purchase this sweater right now. But all of their items are made with sustainable fabrics. They are also all ethically made and very transparent with their production on their website. So I just love tentree as a brand. I love that they decided to partner with me on this video. I hope you guys at least go give a look, just give a browse to the website of all the offset options that they have now, because I'm looking at it on my computer right here. They're so cute and just so fun, and even if you don't purchase any, at least you could get an idea by looking at these how much carbon each individual activity or item you buy emits. And obviously we all know that is one of my biggest passions, looking at the behind the scenes impacts of what we're buying as opposed to just the end stream, which is what zero waste typically looks at. So hopefully that's something fun you can do this Earth Day. Click the link in the description, use the discount code with tentree if you are looking to pick up anything, and thank them so much for partnering with me on this video. Let's talk about some more fun things to do today. I'm calling for all of my creative folk in this next one, okay? So happening right now on Instagram, on Earth Day, I am going to be a judge for a meme contest. One of my subscribers reached out to me and asked me if I would help them be a judge for this meme contest on Earth Day, where people come up with memes pertaining to the environment, and then I'm going to judge which one of you guys is the funniest. I'll link all the details about this below if you want to go read more, but that is definitely something you could do for fun today. Try to come up with some funny, clever meme that you can post on Instagram, and then I'll be looking through all of them, decide which one is going to be the winner, and then when you win, you get some zero waste eco swag, of course. The subscriber who reached out to me works for an organization that helps schools, I think university specific, but maybe schools in general, helps them implement zero waste systems, and in essence helps those schools go zero waste, which I think is amazing and could have a huge footprint as opposed to just like what me and you are doing in our homes. They're helping for behind the scenes things, obviously for also what you and I would be interacting with, but I thought that was so fun. And then they partnered up with one of their partners to create this meme contest and to provide the prize, obviously. So while I may not be the funniest person and you may not be the funniest person, if you took some time today to just sit down and try to come up with something funny and submit it, I'll be looking at it. You can join the community that's happening over on Instagram, posting all of their memes as well, and then you have a chance to win some zero waste swag. So if you want to check that out, I'll have that linked below, and also I'll be scrolling through Instagram literally today, so make sure you go head over there if you are into that sort of thing. This whole section of the video was not meant to be just about the meme contest, but something fun that you can do on Earth Day is make sustainability seem fun. So Earth Day is something that pretty much anyone can get behind, right? It's like a one day a year where the average person can care about the environment. I mean, I personally don't think Earth Day should be just this one day thing, but for a lot of people, when sustainability isn't their #1 priority in life, this one day a year is a time where pretty much anyone can get on board with supporting the planet. So maybe come up with something fun to share on your social media with your friends and family today, while keeping in mind that most people are stuck inside and can't go out and do a whole lot, and also are probably thinking about a lot more things in their life right now. It's a very stressful and weird time for a lot of people. So if you can come up with some creative way to do something inside to make sustainability seem fun, today is the day to get someone who's maybe on that tipping point, the tipping point to coming over to our side. Maybe today, if you post something fun and exciting, you can get them to come over to the bright side. I was gonna say the dark side, but we are definitely the bright side here, okay? Yeah, I would say Earth Day is not the day for doom and gloom, but more so to get people excited about living more sustainably. So definitely take today to do something like that. Next up, you could make today the day that you make a a resolution, I guess is what I would say. I kind of wrote down that today is the day you could start something like a 30-day challenge, or you could make like a new resolution. Today I will start XYZ. Today I will stop doing XYZ for the planet. You could start a local group. Well, maybe right now is not the best time to start a local group, but maybe you could start a local Eco Warrior Zoom FaceTime call where all of you can have a Facebook group and then get together and talk about things going on. Just an idea. Or you can make this resolution for your Earth Day to be like, I will stop fast fashion. I will stop shopping XYZ thing for the planet as of today. Earth Day 2020, I'm gonna stop doing this thing. Things that you don't have to leave your house to do. So I just thought that was something fun. Maybe you could come up with something to challenge yourself during this time. If you're not up for that, I totally get it. I promise I feel you on the whole, like, it's really dark and just gray and just not happy all the time. And if you're not feeling up for something new and challenging, don't do it. But if you are, now could be a fun time to do that, and you can do that from the comfort of your home, of course. You could make a donation. So I know a lot of times people ask, what charities do you support? What charities do you think we should support, etc. And honestly, I don't want to recommend any charities to you, especially ones that are not local to you. There's a lot of conflicting and misinformation out there about a lot of the big, more eco-friendly, sustainable, whatever charities, and I personally choose to support more local, small charities when I can, so things that are local to my area. Our local LGBT group is doing a matching fund for people who are losing like rent money, need money for groceries, that sort of thing. Madison and I have decided to contribute to that. Obviously, that's not necessarily to do with Earth Day, but I personally think supporting more local organizations is the best answer to that. That way, the money you're giving is impacting people near you, and the organizations aren't so big that money is going to get lost in the hands of translation. I'm speaking from personal experience here as someone who used to work for an environmental organization, a very large one, only for one summer, only to see that the impacts that we were doing to collect all this money was kind of getting lost in the bigger picture of things. So that's my personal stance. When you're thinking about donations, try to go as local as possible, but that is definitely something you can do from the comfort of your own couch today, is find new organizations or nonprofits or charities to support in your area that either support, you know, groups right now who are less fortunate than you and maybe don't have food or need rent assistance or anything like that that's going on in your area. Maybe just find a new charity, something fun that you could do today on Earth Day, and maybe you could even start your own. You know, if you're really ambitious, start your own group, start your own charity, start your own scholarship. Something I've challenged myself to do this year is to start a scholarship. So by the end of this year, mark my words, I will have a scholarship fund. But yeah, something fun you could do today. Make a donation or find a new charity. Today is also a really great day to sit down, think about things that you wish would change in your local political climate. So in San Antonio, it's as simple as going online, putting in all your information, and then typing up what it is that you want to say to your representatives. It can be super simple, and it might seem like something that you're doing that has absolutely no impact, but honestly, out of everything you do in your daily lives, if that information and how you care about something gets into the right hands or is seen by the right set of eyes, it can actually make the biggest impact. There's an issue that you really want to talk to your representative about, or something that you just had an issue with, or maybe something new you want to be implemented in your city. Take the time, sit down, write out an email, or call them if you have to. I'm not sure if their offices are open. I definitely prefer just writing on the internet. Either way, right now is a really good time to do something nice for the earth and write to your representatives what you want to see them do in terms of sustainability where you live. And last but not least, something I really wanted to do this Earth Day was organize a cleanup with my subscribers. That was my goal. And then, you know, the world happened and I can't do that now. So don't go out in large groups and do anything like this, but if you are still able to go for a walk in your neighborhood, definitely take advantage of that and do a little cleanup along the way. Something as simple as getting out into nature, cleaning up a little bit of trash can not only make you feel good, but also it's doing good, and then you can share it on your social media, and like I said, make sustainability fun. Make it like you're just having a blast out on your walk in nature, picking up trash. That's what, yeah. It's definitely something a lot of us can still do even though we are on social isolation. A lot of us are still allowed to go on walks. I know we are here in San Antonio, so you guys might be too, and definitely take advantage of that by just picking up a little bit of trash along the way. Number one, maybe you want to wear gloves. Number 2, get a trash picker upper. That's what we do. So yeah, those are all of the ideas I wanted to share with you today of ways you can celebrate Earth Day from indoors. Maybe it wasn't the most fun video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I am going to make a video soon about my thoughts on quarantine, what I think is going to happen after quarantine, if I give 2 shits about the fact that you can't bring your reusable bags to the store right now. Hint, it doesn't matter when people are dying. So that's where I am right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, a huge thank you to Tentree for partnering with me on this video. I would really appreciate it if you guys just click the link in the description, go check out their new system. Even if you don't get anything, at least go give it a browse. I think it's cute. Their little icons are super cute and it sounds like fun. So make sure you check them out. And if you do want to pick anything up from them, I have a 20% off discount with Tentree all the time, of course. And remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but right now, the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye, guys. Hey guys, it's Editing Me here again. I forgot to mention one of the coolest things that are actually happening on Earth Day, but if you're watching this after Earth Day, then you can't join. But if you're watching it early, like as soon as it goes up, there is a summit being hosted by Pila, and it's really interesting. There's going to be a lot of cool speakers, and it kind of seems like it wasn't really heavily promoted, so I kind of just realized it's actually happening, but I'll link it in the description. There's going to be like CeeLo Green there. Catherine Kellogg from Going Zero Waste is speaking. There's someone else who's from like sustainability in government from the UK, I think. So there's a lot of really cool stuff happening on the summit, and since we're all at home, they're hosting it just like online. It's completely free. All you have to do is like go log in. It's at 1 p.m. CST. No, 1 p.m. PST, and then that makes it 3 o'clock my time. So I will be live streaming right before that starts, and then when we hop off the live stream, we'll be able to go over there and check out the summit. So didn't want to forget that, because that's what's happening on Earth Day, and it's really, really cool. Okay, bye.